We've got the visiting team facing the home team. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. Pass to Smits. The three. That one's off. He starts the game with the miss. You know, when you break down these teams, Greg, they are excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, so let's give credit to their coaches. They prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort.
Shot clock at 2, and it's Brasdeikis missing. Inside, and it's Smits missing. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Fades back, and that one goes long.
Blown opportunity there. He's got to have a short-term memory. Forget about that one.
Stolen away. They're running. Here's Brasdeikis. Off with the layup. Pass to Poirier. Here's Smits. Up and in on the layup.
Well, there we go. Finally, they make one. Maybe that gets them going.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And there's the drive.
That's their fourth attempt from the floor with nothing to show for it.
It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Three-pointer. Here's Poirier. To the paint. 4 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Down low. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
Picked him clean. He's all alone. Here's Courtney. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Jacks up a three. Poirier grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Into the lane. And Wright pulls it down. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. The three-pointer, no good.
That's what you want defensively. Force contested threes.
Knocked loose.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Low. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Here's Lloyd. Takes a three. Papagiannis can't hit. Pass to Servetus. There's the screen. Low. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Here's Larkin. Takes a shot at the elbow. Count it.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
To the inside. And he slams that one down.
Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfectly.
And he banks in the layup.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Drops in the breakaway layup.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Out left to the wing. Here's Servetus. 6 to shoot. Driving in, and it's blocked.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Ulanovas. Pass to Servetus. Shot clock at 6. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the first.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
To halt the run. And it's, yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Driving the lane. Latre hits it from three-point range.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Pass to Papagiannis. falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
What a move, showing off the handles there.
Larkin looking it over. The rebound by Brasdeikis. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Driving inside. For the 3. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Pass to Poirier. Here's Smits. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Dozier.
Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. To the right side. Here's Courtney. Just 5 to shoot. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Here's Poirier. And they get it back. Right with the double team. Here's Courtney. He has 6. And he's good on the 3 ball. Courtney's got 5 points now this quarter.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Lots at 5. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Pass to Dozier. To the middle. And stolen by Wright. And Wright throws it down hard.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Pass to Poirier. Here's Smits, guarded by Wright. Driving to the basket. He goes up again. Here's Courtney. Offensive rebound. Picked off in midair. Here's Brasdeikis. He has yet to score. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Shot clock at 3. Puts it up from 15. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And they'd love to cut this deficit down to single digits. Poke loose. To the wing right side. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
No good from Courtney.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for him. He'll usually convert that.
Inside. Here's Poirier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So both teams changing it up here. 3 from the inbound. Shots good by Servetus. Servetus has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. To the inside. Here's Swider. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
To the paint, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
His 3-pointers off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Out to the right wing. It's blocked. Here's Larkin. He has 5. And he uses the glass on the layup. Larkin's got 7. There's a minute left here in the second.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Lloyd. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Larkin. Fires the 3. Low. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Here's Larkin. 7 points in the game. Poked away. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Servetus. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Pass to Lloyd. Down low. Here's Swider. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. They're up by 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Pass to right. It's stolen. Here's Larkin. Sinks that one from the post. Larkin's got 9.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Banked in off the glass. He has 7.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
To the inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Inside. To the middle. The kick out to right. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Papagiannis.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Picked away. From the baseline. Courtney grabs the board.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Pass to Poirier. And stolen by Wright. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. It's tipped. He's all alone. The finish. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
They get it back. Takes it inside. And it's Smith with the rebound.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
One-on-one here. Here's Williams-Goss. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Pass to Courtney. Here's Smits. From deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Smits has got 5.
Boy, that's 5 buckets in a row now. Watch out. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Here's Williams-Goss. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Lock at 6. Courtney grabs the board.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. A lot of conversation in the NBA about expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver said there are clearly markets out there that are very interested and will run through a process. I'm looking forward to it. There's an enormous amount of interest out there. It's on the league to look at it holistically. Guys?
All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. So it's the visitors now. A 12-point game. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
The shot, no good. Wright sets a screen. Low. And he gets it to go. He's got 9. Here's Larkin. 9 points in the game so far. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
He doesn't get the second one. Over to the left wing. And the 3 off target. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Pass to Jones. Here's Lloyd. Lets it go from the wing. The shot misses. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright.
Look, the intentions were good. I like the unselfishness, but the execution, a lot to be desired.
Here's Larkin. He's got 10. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Wright sets a screen. To the inside. And finished off by Wright.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Screen by Jones. Here's Larkin. Jones tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. .129 left in the third. Low.
And mistakes, guys, this quarter have translated to 9 points at the other end.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
There's the triple. Buries it from three-point range.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Here's Larkin with the drive. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. Right wing. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 5. Low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And on the season, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
Here's Lloyd. Hasn't made one yet. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. No good on the 3.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Servetus. No good that time. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. They're up by 9. And we're coming right back after this break to get... Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Larkin. Pass to Lloyd. Down low. Here's Larkin. Over to the wing. Shoots it. Slider. No good. Here's Brosdakis. Can't connect from short range.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Pass to Jones. And Brosdakis gets it to go.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Nice shot by Larkin. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And Jones pulls it down. Here's Larkin. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation. That is nice execution on that inbounds play. That's got to make the coach happy.
There's the steal. And they're pushing it up. A pull-up. No good from Courtney. And he drives in. Pass to Brosdakis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Do you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen to criticisms and then evaluate them on their merit.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Pass to Dozier. Shoots the three. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Here's Courtney. Pass to Poirier. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Loved the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
There's a good screen. Out to the right wing. His first attempt of the game finds the target. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. The rebound by Brosdakis. There's the drive. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, because you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
That's his second made three, first of this half.
Here's Courtney. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Floats one up. It's 2-on-1. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a three? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making threes. Missing? Not so much. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you. Inside, Wright. And the dunk by Wright.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Puts up the three. The shot misses.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Williams-Goss. Just 5 on the clock. Jumper is off. And now we've got the intentional foul. They trail by 7. They set the pick. Six on the shot clock. It's stolen. Right, left side. Rips it down with 2 hands.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, it certainly swings the energy and the momentum in one team's favor. That's basically a 4 or 5 point swing, which is huge.
Just 4 to shoot. Got it to go off the glass.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
They've led by as many as 14 points. Takes the three. The shot is off.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
Drives to the hoop. Misses the three. And that's an intentional foul. And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. It was up for grabs, right?